So today we're going to talk about the comic Deathmatch from Boom Studios. We're also going to be talking about Marvel versus DC and which side are you on? We're also going to be talking about more movie news, reboots and remakes nonsense that's going on, and SpiderMan movie news. So a lot of you out there keep asking me this crazy ass question, and normally I wouldn't even bother with it, but because people just keep bringing it up, I feel like I need to settle it right here and now, even though I've already spoken about this, but we'll do it all over again for the new people. People keep asking, Marvel or DC? Which one's better? Which team are you on? And I'm here to tell you I'm on neither team because this is not a team sport, okay? It's comic books. There is no room in the art world for this bullshit sports mentality of like winner and loser or heaven and hell or black and white. Like, it doesn't have to be one or the other, okay? You don't have to choose. You don't have to choose. In fact, you shouldn't choose because it's ignorant to do so, because everything Marvel puts out isn't always going to be good or bad. Everything DC puts out isn't always going to be good or bad. Sometimes DC's killing it. Sometimes Marvel's killing it. And you just got to go in between. Each of them have slumps. And the main thing is to follow your favorite artists and writers. That's what's fucking important. Not patronizing a fucking company. Like, who gives a shit about them? They're like making money hand over fist. But the artists are the people who are really struggling because they don't get paid dick. Trust me, I know. So they're the people that you need to support. Don't worry about Marvel or DC, okay? Like, don't do that. Don't do that to yourself. You're only hurting yourself. And you need to just reprogram your brain to accept all comics and publishers. So this next segment will be called Movie Boos, where I boo down the lamest news of the week. Two things have come to my attention that I am upset about. One of them is NBC doing Rosemary's Baby over again for, I guess, a TV miniseries or a TV movie. Boo! Who wants that? Please don't, NBC. Like, what are you thinking? I don't get it. I don't know if you people don't know about Rosemary's Baby out there. If you don't, you should check out our 2012 Halloween episode where we talk about it. Do yourself a favor and go watch it. It is an amazing movie. There is absolutely no way NBC can improve upon it, and I wish them the best with their failure of a project because it's going to suck balls. Moving right along, there is also... You're certain about yourself, aren't you? Yes. Moving right along, we also have the terrible news that Naked Gun is getting a reboot with Ed Helms. I have nothing against Ed Helms. I wish him the best, but boo! Boo! We don't need any more Naked Gun movies, okay? Like, God, what a bad idea. Like, it's nothing sacred. Like, Leslie Nielsen, like he's so awesome. Leave it alone. Let him have it. I just recently rewatched Naked Gun the other day on Netflix, so you should totally rewatch it if you haven't already. But damn, that movie is so funny. It totally holds up. I'm partial to like really dumb comedies, and that is one of them. But it's just so beautiful. I can't even imagine like how to write a movie like that with just gags every single second in the movie. I mean, there is a joke going on literally like every second of the movie. I mean, it's insane how many jokes are in this movie. I don't know how they're going to top it. There's not going to be OJ in it, I'll tell you that much. Are they going to have OJ come back for it? If they have OJ back, then I'll fucking watch the new one. I'll say that. The thing that really bums me out about these remakes and reboots is the inevitability of where they're going, okay? They're just setting it up. They're getting us ready for the remakes of our ultimate beloved films, such as Ghostbusters. I believe that Back to the Future is on the list. I'm surprised they haven't done Goonies already. I already know Gremlins is in the works. And it's just like Hollywood is going to win if we don't band together and stop going to see these fucking remakes and reboots. Like, it's our fault. It's our fault. It's not Hollywood. It's us.
We're the lunatics! Us! It's not them! It's us.
There's a misconception going around that Hollywood must be out of ideas because we keep seeing these remakes and reboots, and a lot of people have this opinion, and you're totally wrong if you do, because there are tons of great ideas floating around in the ether right now. There are great scripts out there that just cannot get made because people are afraid to invest in a movie that doesn't have name recognition to where they're guaranteed to make their money back, because making movies is a gamble. So the only way that we can fix this situation is if we ourselves start patronizing original movies and stop seeing remakes and reboots that are unnecessary, okay? You don't need to go see Carrie or Total Recall or any of that shit, okay? Because those movies are already fine. So just go see original movies. Go see Gravity. Go see Her. Go see 12 Years a Slave. We have to take the risk of seeing original movies or Hollywood won't make them. Every time there's a remake or a reboot that comes out, you know what you should do instead? Just watch the original. Go on Netflix. Go buy it on Blu-ray. Whatever. That's how we combat this problem. That and maybe an occasional protest, you know, with signs and picketing outside of theaters or outside of Paramount Studios, wherever, you know? I'm not saying that it is not possible to reboot or remake a film and make it better. It's totally possible. But Sturgeon's law indicates that 90% of everything is crap. And that includes remakes and reboots. So 1 out of 10 could be good. But 9 out of 10 of them are just going to shit all over perfect art that we already all love and we have this relationship with. And it's just not cool, Hollywood, you know? But that being said, at the same time, it's like, I'm not completely against remakes and reboots because there are several films that I feel like I would love to see remade because the first time around, they didn't quite get it right. So, Hollywood, I'm talking to you right now, all you executives out there, I know you're all watching. Instead of rebooting and remaking things that are perfect and flawless and amazing, how about you think about some films that could have been done better, such as Leviathan with Peter Weller. It's a total alien ripoff. It's got this fish monster in it. The reason it was ruined was that the fish monster looked so bad in the end of it, but it's got a lot of really cool ideas that I think could be done today much better. Another movie, From Beyond. I love From Beyond. I love Jeffrey Combs. I love Stuart Gordon, but I feel like this could totally be done better, and like I would like to remake this film, to be honest with you. Also, we got Flatliners. Amazing film. Who doesn't love Flatliners? But I feel like you could go further with the idea of it. I really like the concept of dying and then guilt and all this stuff. If you haven't seen it, watch it. Do yourself a favor. It's got really good lighting in it. And that's just 4 movies that I just pulled off of my shelf, like not thinking about it. There is a plethora of things that could be redone. The Shadow, for instance, even though Alec Baldwin was really hot in it. You could redo that one. Daredevil, I mean, that one is a stinker. We all know that one sucks. But they are doing a Netflix show on it, so it's kind of getting its own thing. But anyways, just saying, guys. So next up, we're going to talk about some more movie news. A lot of you guys have been asking me about Sony's big announcement of Spider-Man 3, 4, and a spin-off movie for Venom and the Sinister Six. So let's talk about it right now. Okay, so let me just get this first thing off my chest, all right? I feel like both Sony and Fox are jumping the shark a little bit. A lot of it. Let me explain. They are announcing like tons of movies right now, you know, like 1 billion movies, because they see how well the Marvel Cinematic Universe is growing and how potentially lucrative it is to start doing something like that on their own with their own things that they have sadly got the rights to from Marvel. And it's like, what's gonna happen when the superhero movie bubble bursts? They're gonna be left holding the bag looking like total assholes with like 5 fucking movies, you know? And it's just gonna be like we haven't even seen Days of Future Past. I don't know if I'm excited about this Apocalypse movie. Like, you need to let me see the first one first. Let me see Spider-Man 2 and tell you I like it before you announce like 10 other fucking Spider-Man movies, okay? Now, I'm not saying that these couldn't be amazing films. They could be great. They could knock my socks off. In fact, I hope that they knock my socks off. I would be thrilled and delighted to have a badass, awesome Venom movie, okay? Do not get me wrong here. But my problem is with how Sony has handled the franchise thus far. They're kind of on my stink list right now because of how they handled the reboot of the Spider-Man franchise, and it really kind of bummed me out in 2012, and let me tell you why. If you're going to tell me you're going to reboot Spider-Man, And I want to see a real reboot. The reason why I had a big problem with Amazing Spider-Man 2012 was the fact that it wasn't a true reboot in any way, shape, or form. It had the same vibe, it had the same tone, it had the same pacing, it had the same color palettes, it had the same producers, it had some of the same writers, and that's not a real reboot. I mean, if you take a look at the Batman franchise and you see what Christopher Nolan did and what Joel Schumacher did and what Tim Burton did, they're very different interpretations of the same material in every way possible. I mean, you can't watch one of those films and not understand immediately who directed it. You know, you'll never get the Schumacher mixed up with the Nolan, mixed up with the Burton. It's just not going to happen. And that's what I wish I could have seen in the new Spider-Man film. And that's a whole other thing. I mean, they didn't reboot it because they had some amazing new vision. They did it because they had to, because if they didn't, the rights would go back to Marvel Disney. So really, it's more of a political decision to do that more than anything else. Because Spider-Man is Sony's #1 hoe on the host roll. You know what I'm saying? That movie makes more money for them than any other franchise that they have. And if there's any Sony executives out there watching me right now, I want you to listen to me very closely about this Venom movie, okay? Don't do Eddie Brock Venom. Nobody wants to see Eddie Brock Venom. Well, at least I don't. You know what you should do instead? It's Flash Thompson Venom, which is so much cooler and it's relevant and modern. Flash Thompson, who, if you remember, is like Peter Parker's nemesis in high school. Anyways, he ends up like going to Iraq, gets his legs like amputated because he's like in some crazy firefight or something. He comes back, he's all bummed out because he's got his legs cut off. And then the government's like, hey, we have the symbiote suit and we can bond him to you for like 48 hours before he takes over. Because that's another interesting stipulation about it. He can only have it on for 48 hours before the Venom suit will take him over and start going nuts and berserker on everybody. But he gets his legs back when he has the Venom suit and he like becomes this agent of espionage and it's like so much fun. And that would make such an awesome movie. But they're probably not going to do that and they'll end up just doing the Eddie Brock thing. And it's just like, Eddie Brock is so lame. And let me tell you why. Eddie Brock is lame because he is jealous of Peter Parker. Who is jealous of Peter Parker? What kind of a loser do you have to be jealous of a loser like Peter Parker, okay?
Hey!
Just saying. It's a fact. Peter Parker's kind of an idiot. He's a lovable idiot, but he's kind of an idiot. So, you know, I don't know exactly what they would do with an Eddie Brock movie. Just have him going around being like, oh, Peter, I'm jealous of you. Like, what kind of a movie is that going to make? Do the Flash Thompson one. I'll go see it. In conclusion, I hope these movies are good. They could be great. They might be jumping the shark a little bit. But my main thing is just Sony, I want you to grow some balls. I want you to do something different. You have a really great opportunity here to do something awesome. And I don't want you to waste it by playing it safe and doing what's worked in the past and seeing what everyone else is doing, okay? Do something that's your own. Have a director come in who has a vision and like is really excited about it and just get some passion in it, you know? Because that last movie was like an executive's movie. I'm sorry, but that's how it felt. I want to see a Spider-Man with some heart.
Yes.
So a comic that I am really excited about right now is Deathmatch from Boom Studios. This is such a fun comic, and let me tell you why. Okay, so it's got this mystery about it, where all of these superheroes and villains wake up in this prison-like area. They don't know why they're there. They don't remember how they got there. They don't know what's going on, except for the fact that two people at some point are forced into an arena where there is a fight to the death. And the thing is, when you go into the arena, you remember why you're there. And apparently the secret is so ridiculous that you're like, of course I have to fight this person and kill them. And it makes it okay, because like you even have like teammates killing each other and people who are like in love with each other end up killing each other. And you're like, why would they kill each other? I don't know. Anyways, the thing is, when you come back from the arena, you forget like immediately. So the whole deal is all of these people trying to figure out why they're there, why they're being forced to fight to the death. And the thing that's really great about Deathmatch is that all of the characters are analogs for well-known characters. Like, for example, you have the Rat, who is obviously Rorschach a la The Question. Or you also have Sable, Mink, and Mr. Chuckles, which is like Batman, Robin, and Joker. You also have Dragonfly, who's an analog for Spider-Man. And it's a lot of fun because you get dropped into this universe, you have no idea what's going on, and yet you already kind of understand what's going on. It does such a great job of just making you care about the characters right off the bat. It's just, the mystery is so cool. Like, it's just like, what is going on? Why are they killing each other? What is the big secret? There's this, like, dude named the Glyph who's, like, hidden behind some weird glass thing, and, like, he knows what's going on, but he can't talk, and, like, nobody knows what he's, like, saying because he's a fucking alien. I don't know. There's a lot of cool stuff going on in it. I definitely recommend picking it up. There are going to be 3 volumes. The first 2 are out now. The third one is forthcoming. And apparently, obviously I haven't read it, but my friend Darren told me that it's totally awesome and that it wraps up in like the best way possible. So it's not going to be a bummer. I'm glad to hear that because these first 2 are really good. Also, if you are interested in hearing more about Deathmatch, D-Dog, Darren, Captain Kirk, and I talk about it more in depth on our Plopcast number 14, which is out now. So you can go check that out if you're interested. So that's it for the Raw Vlog today. Thanks for watching. Upcoming, we have our epic review of Catching Fire, and we also have a spoiler-free Battle of the Atom review. Later on, we'll have a not spoiler-free Battle of the Atom review. And don't forget to like my channel, subscribe for fuck, I don't care. The Raw Vlogs are a way for us to talk about some topical issues and little things that come up in between while we're working on bigger episodes. So it gives me a chance to talk about some comics that I just want to tell you about before I'm able to do like a bigger review of them later. I asked myself, where are all these reboots and remakes going? And I see this direction that they're heading towards, and I find it terrifying because you know where they're going. They're gonna remake Back to the Future. They're gonna remake.
I was trying to hold it in the whole take.
You're like,
No way.
so gross.
Trying to hold it in
Disgusting.
the entire take.